Over the years in Hastinapur, Bhishma's wisdom and leadership continued to shine, strengthening his bond with his father and earning the trust of the people. Not long after, Shantanu passed away. Bhishma, the man of his word, kept his promise and crowned Shantanu's son, Chitranga, as the new king. Since Chitranga was just a kid, Bhishma took on the role of regent, overseeing the affairs of the state and took care of both Chitranga and his brother, Vichitraveer, as if they were his own children. But fate had other plans. Chitranga's life was tragically cut short during a battle with the Gandharvas, leaving Vichitraveer as the next in line for the throne. Unfortunately, Vichitraveer wasn't exactly the strongest king, he wasn't very responsible, and he faced health issues. This made him a weak ruler. To address these concerns, Satyavati believed that getting Vichitraveer married might help him become a better king. She made a decision and ordered Bhishma to participate in the Kashi kingdom swayamvar on Vichitraveer's behalf. On the other side, the king of Kashi organized a swayamvar for his three daughters, Amba, Ambika, and Ambalika, but he intentionally excluded Kuru prince Vichitraveer, deeming him unsuitable for his daughters. Traditionally, for centuries the Kashi princesses married Kuru princes, and this would have continued if Bhishma had not taken a vow of celibacy. When Bhishma discovered that they hadn't been invited, he showed up unannounced and paid his respects to the king of Kashi, insisting that the princesses should marry Vichitraveer. Unexpectedly, things changed when Bhishma denied the princesses their usual right to choose their own husbands. Salva, a king who came to the swayamvar, couldn't tolerate what he saw as arrogance and confronted Bhishma, leading to a heated argument and a duel. Though Salva was defeated, Bhishma showed kindness by sparing his life. Making things even more complicated, there was a secret love between King Salva and Amba. They had planned to marry during the swayamvar by exchanging garlands as a symbol of their love. However, Bhishma's interference disrupted their plans. When Amba finally confessed her love to Bhishma, he decided to honor her wishes and allowed her to be with King Salva. As nobody else dared to challenge Bhishma, he humbly bowed to King Kashi and subsequently arranged the marriage of Vichitraveer to Ambika and Ambalika. However, when Amba returned to Salva, he refused to accept her, believing she had rightfully been won by another man in the swayamvar. Heartbroken and with nowhere else to turn, Amba turned to Bhishma's help in marrying Vichitraveer. But Bhishma declined, fearing it would bring dishonor to the kingdom. She even asked Bhishma to marry her, but he sadly explained his unbreakable oath of celibacy. Amba tried to seek justice from various kings, but none of them had the courage to challenge Bhishma. So, she went on a quest to find revenge. She sought the guidance of many sages and finally learned that the only one who could help her was Sage Parashurama. Ultimately, she turned to Sage Parashurama, who at first refused to listen to Amba's story, fearing that it might cast doubt on his teachings and Bhishma's character. But after much contemplation, he decided to hear her out and was determined to teach Bhishma a lesson for the suffering he had caused. He requested Bhishma to marry her, but Bhishma, being tied to his vow of celibacy, refused and instead challenged him to a battle. Their fierce battle raged on for 23 days, and by the 24th day, they were on the brink of unleashing super-destructive weapons with the potential for widespread destruction. The gods stepped in and stopped them. Realizing Parashurama's helplessness against Bhishma, Amba gave up food and sleep, engaging in severe penance for 12 years. Her devotion touched Lord Shiva's heart, and he granted her a boon to be the cause of Bhishma's destruction in her next birth. Pleased with the boon, Amba decided to end her life. She created a funeral pyre and jumped into the fire, pledging to destroy Bhishma in her next birth. Thank you for watching, and we'll see how Amba's plan unfolds in the future. Please subscribe and stay updated on our next video, how Kuru Kingdom went up to extinction.